Why hasn't Catherine's body decomposed in Wuthering Heights when Heathcliff opens her coffin? Turns out there's a scientific phenomenon hidden inside one of the most iconic scenes from Wuthering Heights. Welcome back to Bio Book Club, where your friendly biology teacher breaks down the science hidden inside some of your favorite stories. In the novel, Heathcliff talks about bribing a sexton to open Catherine's coffin 18 years after her original burial. He says, "When I saw her face again, it is hers yet. He had hard work to stir me, but he said it would change if the air blew on it." Does this mean Catherine hasn't changed after 18 years? In regular human decomposition, bodies in wooden coffins start breaking down after about a year, thanks to microorganisms, but it can take another 10 to 15 years for a body to totally decompose all the way down to a skeleton. Obviously, environmental conditions, including moisture, temperature, the state of the body at burial, they play a huge role here. But after 18 years, her face is still hers. So either we have Heathcliff seeing things, possible, or Catherine underwent some really intense embalming practices, not likely in the 1800s, or maybe there's more supernatural gothic stuff at play, or there's good enough conditions for decent body preservation. For example, around a peat bog on the moors. Maybe you've heard of bog bodies. These incredibly preserved people that are found dating all the way back to the Bronze Age. And these people have been found with skin, hair, even clothing intact sometimes. And that's because when a body's left in a bog with lots of sphagnum moss, there's a lack of oxygen and super acidic conditions, as well as other chemical compounds produced by the peat, which makes it a pretty poor environment for those microorganisms that help a body decompose. And of course, we know that Wuthering Heights is on the moors. And Emily Bronte's even familiar with the preservative power of peat bogs, which she writes about in chapter 3 of the novel. It lies in a hollow between two hills, an elevated hollow near a swamp whose peaty moisture is said to answer all the purposes of embalming on the few corpses deposited there. Even though Catherine isn't submerged under a wet bog, it's totally possible that her body is so well preserved due to the conditions in the area, like cold temperatures, low oxygen, and peaty acidic soil, which can slow down decomposition a lot. And Heathcliff's body may be eventually just as well preserved, since he bribes the sexton to bury him right next to Catherine's coffin with the sides removed, so they can be together forever. Lovely.